Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to Premier League Dad. We are live again for another Europa Conference League game this time. Not Europa League game. We've just watched Villa win in northern France against Lille. Very, very good game for Villa, at least. Very good result, sorry. It wasn't a great game to watch, but it was a fabulous goal from Ollie Watkins. And to be honest, Ollie Watkins should have made it 2-0, shouldn't he? He should have killed the game off. Will Villa be regretting that one after the second leg? We'll have to wait and see. But next week, we're going to be watching the second leg of this one. So I think we'll have to wait and see. Well, that's so far what we've got planned. We'll have to see if this is still... Is it still going to be a tie? Is it still going to be a tie worth watching next week when Palace go to Cyprus? AEK Larnaca, as we said in the last stream, it was a win for them. Last time they came to Selhurst Park earlier this season, they won 1-0. It wasn't a fantastic Palace performance that day. Palace have gone strong today. They are not messing around, or at least as strong as they could possibly go. They are very much looking for revenge to maybe secure this game and get it done in the first leg. They have gone with Henderson in goal, Richards, Lacroix, Canvo at the back, Brennan Johnson and Mitchell starting the wing-back positions, Wharton and Kamada in the sort of double pivot, and then it's Ismail Assar, Strand Larsen, and Evan Gesand. It's probably the strongest Palace lineup, isn't it? I mean, maybe you could say Pino. Does Pino come in? Mateta is named on the substitutes bench, which is very big, isn't it? Didn't think Mateta would be back this quickly after the injury that stopped him going to Italy in the January transfer window. But yeah, they've got Mateta, Lerma, Pino, Borna Sosa, Will Hughes, Devaney, Nathaniel Klein on the bench, as well as a couple of others who might be worth looking at. But from the Palace point of view, that is about as strong as it gets. For Larnaca, there's not too many players that you'll look at and probably, I guess, know too much of, I would imagine. I don't know if there's too many people in there, too many names that I look at and think, maybe Pere Ponce, the midfielder who was at Girona for many years. Maybe him. Trying to think if there's anyone else I'd look at and remember. Miramon was at Levante for years. He's 36. He's a winger for him. Riyad Bayic. Again, brief spell at Konyaspor in Turkey. There's not too many household names in this Larnaca side, but they were good enough to beat Palace last time. Are they going to be able to get a result this time? Let's catch up with the chat. Sorry, I'm not ignoring y'all. Ibra, how's it going? Ryan, good to see you. Alex Gregory, how you doing, sir? What's your prediction for the Palace game? I think Palace will win this one quite comfortably. I'm going to go 3-0 Palace. We've changed the light into blue. It's a deep Palace blue today. We're going to go for a Palace win. Craig, fancy Larnaca to score? No, I don't. I don't think Palace will concede. Azazel says, genuinely, why do Prem teams look so timid in the Champions League? I think probably because of maybe it's the intensity of the Prem. Maybe it's that. And then they go to... Because I think what we've got in Europe, I think the European leagues are far more technical. It's still very much about the football. The Premier League is so much better, generally. Not to watch, but it's better than the other European teams. Like, across a long... Like, look at those... We finished, 5 out of our 6 teams in the Champions League were in the top 8. That's because over a number of games, we are going to prove to be better because we're just physically so much bigger, taller, stronger, faster. Everything matters. That matters so much. But in one-off games, technical football, technical brilliance, like we saw with Valverde and Real Madrid last night, just makes a massive difference. So I don't think it's anything to do with mentality. I don't necessarily think it's anything to do with overrating or underrating. I just think in one-off games, it just kind of... It was a perfect storm in this game week. Bit of a perfect storm. Palace to win this competition, says Callum. I think so too. Yeah, I think Palace will win this. I'm hoping they do anyway. It'd be great for Palace. Joe, we didn't look timid against Barca. Barca looked timid against Newcastle, didn't they? I think if anything, that supports my argument, doesn't it, Barcelona? Because they got overawed by Newcastle. Physically, they look timid. But maybe that's because they were playing in Newcastle. Maybe that's a factor. Because obviously Arsenal were playing in Leverkusen, Liverpool were playing in Turkey, Chelsea were playing in France, City were playing in Spain. Maybe it's Spurs were playing in Spain. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's the fact that Newcastle had them at home. And physically, they were able to impose themselves a little bit more. Whereas in Spain, you would imagine at the Camp Nou, there will be a bit more of a technical game. Barca maybe expecting to get on the ball a bit more. Be an interesting game, though. We're going to watch that one back next week. Callum Pep should bring Stones back into City's lineup for the reverse leg. He's going to have to. Yeah, I think he's going to have to as well. Stones is different class. Maximilian can't understand Pep playing that team last night. Not enough control in midfield. Well, Foden needs to get more of a game, doesn't he? He needs to get more minutes. 3-star said it's blowing a hoolie on Trent's side. Let's show them that the last win here was a one-off. Yeah, let's keep updated on the Forest game. What other games are they going on tonight? Rayo Vallecano beat Samsunspor. Strasbourg beat Rijeka. Shakhtar beat Lech. And Alkmaar beat Sparta Prague. Sigma Olomouc against Mainz. Fiorentina, my team, my Italian team, Fiorentina against Rakow. Celje against AEK Athens, and obviously Palace, Larnaca. Those are all conference games. And then in the Europa League, Stuttgart getting beat at home. Sebastian Hoeneß getting beaten at home by Porto. Panathinaikos, Real Betis getting beaten away against Panathinaikos. Rafa Benitez is Panathinaikos. Villa picking up a big win in northern France. And Bologna, AS Roma 1-1. So there's only these Europa League games left. Forest Midtjylland, Genk Freiburg, Ferencváros Braga, and Celta Vigo Lyon. Where's the referee from? Croatia. Croatian referee tonight, Igor Pajak. Ryan says, what channel is the Forest game, Key? I believe the Forest game is TNT Sports 1. Palace on TNT 2. Yes. Forest is TNT 1, Palace TNT 2, and TNT 3 is Celta Vigo Lyon. That'll be a great one. Who else is on TNT 4? Genk Freiburg. And TNT, yeah, that's TNT Ultimate. That's Midtjylland. Watkins was a great goal. Fabulous goal, Jake. Okay. Peter, you back this City side to win the league? I don't know if I back them to win the league. I think Arsenal, I've said pretty much all along that I think Arsenal will win it. But I want City to win it. I don't know. I thought the way that City played last night wasn't... I don't think it was like a 3-0 performance, I'll put it that way. I don't think the scoreline was reflective of the performance. And I still think they can turn it round. What prediction for this one? I have gone for 3-0. I'm going to go 3-0 Palace. I think they really turn it round. Don Julio, why do you hate Arsenal so much? Don't hate Arsenal at all, mate. Okay, here we go. We're off. We're off and underway. Come on, the Palace. Jason Parker, how you doing, Jason? Good to see you, mate. Who's your team? What's your prediction? What are you thinking for this one? Don Julio, you celebrate more when Arsenal concede than when your own team scores. Yeah, that's not true. But I don't like it when Arsenal... I do like it when Arsenal concede, yeah, because I want City to win the league, and I want some other teams to win the Champions League. I don't want Arsenal to win anything, but that doesn't mean I hate them. Why do you hate Larnaca, bro? What have you got against Larnaca, Key? Love Noni Madweki says, I just got back. How was the Villa game? It was pretty flat, but it was a good finish from Ollie Watkins to... That was the difference in the game. A great Ollie Watkins goal. Lad, why do you hate Larnaca? It's so wrong, innit? Bang out of order. Jason, I'm announcing my retirement from the international game because of injury. And 3-star, I've had to change my shirt with the Euro badges on. It's the same colour as Midtjylland's away kit. Is Midtjylland's away kit white tonight, or is it black? Connor, hello, beautiful man. How are you tonight? Oh, Connor. Giving me little flutters here. Good to see you. How you doing? I'm very good, thank you. White. Oh, it's white away kit tonight for Midtjylland. They have got a black away kit as well. Joe, which country is Larnaca? Cyprus. Cyprus. I actually don't know if they'll be able to play in the second leg, will they? Will they be able to play it on? Because obviously there's been... They've got military bases, haven't they, and stuff in Cyprus. So I don't know if there's going to be anything... Maybe will Palace be able to play in Cyprus? Selhurst 0, AEK Athens 1. Vargas scored. Connor, I'm laying it on thick tonight, Key. Well, you're not getting your leg over, mate. I draw the line there. Told their own, I personally don't want City winning the Prem, but that doesn't mean I like Arsenal. Yeah, that's, again, fair enough. Like, I don't want Arsenal to win, but that doesn't mean I hate them. In the same way, I think it's fair enough you don't want City to win it. That doesn't mean you love Arsenal either. How come you don't want Arsenal to win the league? Is it not boring City winning every year? Well, City didn't win it last year. And no, listen, at the end of the day, I don't think it's anything to... My primary concern is not diversity in the Premier League winners. That's not my interest. My interest is in the winners of the Premier League being a really, really good quality side who play really good football, and I want that to be the case. And I don't think City play fantastic football for what it's worth, but they try to. They play better football than Arsenal. So that's for that reason, that's why. Ben, can you give us updates about Nottingham? Yes, mate, of course. It's currently 0-0. Still, I don't know. I'm not watching the game, but I'm watching Palace against Larnaca here. It's all Palace in the opening 3 minutes, for whatever that's worth. Madhouse says, Key, would you rather Arsenal win the league than United? Or Key would rather Arsenal win the league than United. He loves the Gunners. Yeah, that's true. I would certainly rather Arsenal win it than United. Comfortably. Nearly 1-0 to Midtjylland. Oh, we should have watched Midtjylland, shouldn't we? I love Midtjylland. Great side. But I can't justify watching Midtjylland home and away. And I really think Palace will make a good fist of this tonight. Hopefully they win. Who's your favourite Arsenal player ever and current? Arsenal player ever. Who's my favourite ever Arsenal player? Probably Bergkamp. Yeah, probably Bergkamp is my favourite. And then current. I really like Timber. Yeah, Timber's brilliant. Timber's fantastic, but I also would say that looking at that Arsenal side, Martinelli's a Liverpool player. I would love Martinelli at Liverpool. What about Benayoun? Yeah, Benayoun and Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. Joe Key, I don't know if you've seen the Strasbourg black away kit of this season. It's something else. It's is it similar to the Chelsea one? Haven't they got the same? Because obviously the same owners as Chelsea, aren't they? Larnaca. Oh, Palace clear it away just about. Take him and give us Isaac. No, you're all right. We've worked on Isaac and got him ready to play football again. It's going to take us. We need to be able to reap the benefits now. Paid 130 million for him, and all we've done is have him in our treatment room. Come on, Forrest, says Ryan. Chris, take Gabriel and Rice out of Arsenal and they are average. Plus all set pieces come from them too as well. Probably not a bad shout, Chris. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you there, my friend. I think they certainly set pieces and own goals we know have made a big contribution to Arsenal's season. And yeah, Rice can certainly take a good free kick and Gabriel certainly knows how to attack one, doesn't he? The Great D says, enjoying your stream more since you reduced the Arsenal banter. Who says it's reduced? It's not been reduced. It's not been reduced at all. It's just, if you come and you stick around in the stream, you'll generally find that the Arsenal banter only really happens around goals and moments. I mean, I've had death threats off the back of the Leverkusen one last night. So, I wouldn't say it's been reduced. It's still authentic. 3-star, I'm still AEK. What's with all this? I love Midgetland. I do. I really like Midgetland. Drunken Charlin, what about Raya not being the best keeper? All fun and games in the end. Of course it is, yeah. It's all good. All good fun. Callum, damn, someone wants to put you in a box. Yeah. It's bad news, isn't it? Palace into the box. Oh, must be. Guessand, Wharton, just wide. Guessand, sitter. Absolute sitter. I'm not convinced with this fella. Villa paid a fortune for him, and he's just missed an absolute sitter on the 6-yard line, straight at the Larnaca keeper. Oh, good save from Alomorovic. Not good enough. Aaron, who's your favourite and least favourite football content creator? I haven't got a least favourite one. A lot of them wind me up. Because I do think it's a little bit performative. And I really, really, really desperately don't ever want to be that and try never, ever to be that. Despite what many may think. Like, I genuinely think, I reckon, how many times do you see certain channels, I won't say which channels, but the certain channels who will do 3 or 4 videos a day with, like, as the thumbnail, like, and you know, whatever club, whoever club it is, whether it be Man United or Liverpool or Chelsea or Arsenal or whatever, and they'll say, make massive transfer decision, and that's the thumbnail, and that's the title header, and it's just pure rage bait. People click on it, watch it for 30 seconds, and it'll say things like, I don't know, it's not them, but let's say it's Notts County. Notts County make massive transfer decision. And then you click on it and it's like, Notts County have decided that they are going to potentially offer a contract to their new goalkeeping coach. Or whatever. And you're like, really? That's what we've clicked on? That's the breaking news? Breaking news 4 times a day. I've never done that and I never will do that. It's not my style. I watch games of footy. That's what we do on here. We'll watch games of footy every day. I'll give you that, but I'm not giving you false rage bait. But yeah, favourite. I actually quite like Goldbridge. Can't go wrong with Goldbridge. I don't mind him. Anfield agenda, cough. Oh, world, can we please have your opinion on the fact that Arsenal have scored the 3rd most open play goals in Europe? Genuinely curious. I don't know. What point are you trying to make? I haven't got. What opinion would you be looking for? You can't really have an opinion on that. If that's the case, then okay. I don't think it changes anything that I've said. Marilyn, Arsenal TV is talking about. I don't mind AFTV. Don Robbie, he's done his, he knows his footy. He's watched. He's built a business off the back of it. You got to say fair play to him. Puntaholic, he's slow, not talented, but he defo gets in the right positions. Oh, Guessand are we on about here still? Bleach Demon, some guy cut me up today. He got out and did sign language. They're charging him with death threats. Oh, that's so bad. That's a proper dad joke. I don't mind that. That was good. I'll keep that one. Rebel MC, what do you call a guy with no shins? Tony. Fucking hell. Eagle Nate says, hi Key, saying 2-1 Palace. We need revenge off these after the last time. I've said 3-0, mate. I think you'll do it as well. Yeah, I think you'll do it as well. World says, you criticise Arsenal for scoring corners when we're in reality we're the top 3 scorers from open play. Yeah, but you also have the most corners scored in Premier League history this season. You broke the record. You know that, right? Just that's why it's Arsenal are known as set piece FC. That's why. It's nothing to do with how many goals you've scored from open play. It's the fact that you've scored the most goals from corners of any team in history. And that all of those have been pretty much the decisive opening goal in a game as well. So it's not like it's the third goal in the game and you're already 2-0 up. It's usually like when it's 0-0 and you need a goal and, it bounces in off Trossard's arse. Gary says, as an Arsenal fan, I can't stand Robbie. He doesn't talk for anybody other than himself. No, well, listen, whatever you think of him and his opinions, I think you just respect the grind, and I respect the fact that he's built a business off it and he's done well. But in terms of his opinions, he's no different to any other football fan, I guess, in that we've all got opinions. Some you'll agree with, some you won't, and as long as you're respectful and you... Well, do you know what? I say respectful. Actually, you can be strong. I really think we need to encourage enthusiastic discourse in football. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing with someone and in disagreeing with them enthusiastically and saying, no, I think you're wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you don't resort to ad hominems and get a bit personal, and then that's when you know you've really lost. That's when you know someone's really, they're not wired right upstairs. If they start resorting to the ad hominems. Eagle says Brennan Johnson at right wing back. I mean, at least it's not Klein. I love Kleiny, but he'd get abused. Adam Young, Anfield Agenda's guilty of the dark arts. Again, no dig on Anfield Agenda either. I mean, he's built a business off the back of it. And good luck to him. Good luck to him. No, good luck to them all. No hate here. Although I will say he did literally post last night. That's got to be rage bait. He literally said the other night, didn't he? Someone sent it me. I don't really have time to watch the footy content creators as much as maybe I'd like to. I do watch quite a few in the build up to games. Like I've watched Palace fan channel that I watch, and I've watched it in the build up to this one to get their opinion on some stuff. Someone sent me a clip through last night where he'd said something about he doesn't want Liverpool to win the Champions League. Hopefully we don't win the Champions League because then they'll keep slot for another year. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? That's why you just know it's insincere and it's rage bait and that's fine if people want to bite and go for it. That's no problem. But it's evidently not authentic, is it? I don't know a Liverpool fan who would ever want Liverpool to actually not succeed and win. Whatever you think of the manager, whatever you think of the players, I don't know a serious Liverpool fan who wouldn't want Liverpool to do well. There's nobody actively looking for us to lose, is there? Oh, well, yeah, but that's irrelevant when we score more from open play than anyone. No, it's not irrelevant. It's not irrelevant at all. That is why they have a go at Arsenal, because you don't play good, expansive, attractive, open play football. You generally make the breakthrough, the decisive goal from corners. That's what people generally have a pop at. Is the maybe not generally, but the amount of times that you do is record breaking. And that's why. That is why. And there's nothing wrong with it, Connor. You're right. If they do it and if they're successful, there's nothing wrong with it. I get it. I would do it too. My point is you then can't say, well, why is everyone having a go at us? They're having a go because you're the standard bearers for what is good in Premier League football. If you're the best team in the league and that's how you play, it's no surprise that people don't really like it. Yeah, people don't enjoy it. It's boring. It's dull. Whether it's effective or not is Yeah, I mean, that's another matter entirely, but it's the reason you're not going to get the compliments is because it's dull, it's boring, and you're never going to be remembered as a particularly great team. Eagle Nate Ty from AFTV is a generational. Oh no, I can't say that, mate. Listen. Do you know what? I don't know the guy. I probably know him as much as you guys do, just from watching clips over the years. But I don't. You're not going to meet a more dedicated football fan than him. He literally lives and breathes Arsenal. I don't mind him. I think he's good fun. Do you think Amorim will ever come back to the Prem, says Aaron? Yes, 1,000,000%. Absolutely 1,000,000% he will. Christ, the keeping, he's dying to come back, Amorim. I think if Spurs somehow stay up, I think Amorim could be a contender for that one. The ball won't even stay in the corner here. The wind's just blowing the ball every time they put the ball down. Arsenal got criticised for being too weak. Now we bully teams. We still get criticised. What do you want? I mean, I couldn't give a monkey's, mate. It doesn't matter to me. All I'm saying is that's why you get criticism, because irrespective of how effective it is, you're boring. That's the criticism. And you're begging. It feels, not you specifically maybe, but it feels like the Arsenal fan base kind of beg for more respect and more appreciation. And the reason you don't get it is the style of play. That's it. That's the cut and dry. That's the top and bottom of it. Nobody really... I don't hate Arsenal. I have no issue with Arsenal, but I don't want you to win the league because of the style of play. That's it. There's nothing more sinister, nothing more deeper than that. Eagle says we won't win the UEFA Europa Conference League. Would love us to do it, but I can't see it, and I say that as a Palace fan. Do you know what, though? Who else do you look at in that Conference League and go, they'd beat us? You've already beaten Alkmaar, haven't you, this season? Fiorentina are pretty much rock bottom they're not rock bottom, they're third from bottom in Serie A. They're having a terrible season. Rayo Vallecano would be an interesting one. I think they'd give you the game. Strasbourg have already beaten you. Honestly, I think there's only Strasbourg, Mainz, and maybe Rayo. Strasbourg, Mainz, and Rayo. I think those three plus Palace are the main contenders for it, you know. But we got criticised when we played attractive football as well for being too weak. So what do we do? Well, at the end of the day, you're going to get criticism for something no matter what. All teams get criticism. You can't escape criticism. There's always going to be some form of it. So yeah, and when you say what's more important, I mean, everyone's got something that's... What's important is different to each football fan, isn't it? What's important to you, maybe not important to me. What's important to me probably isn't that important to you. So, to each their own, eh? Eagle Nate, I rate his dedication to his team, but he's so arrogant, calling other teams nobodies. No need for it. Well, yes, okay, fair enough. With that, I'll get on board with that. I think that's a little bit disrespectful. It's a little bit, yeah. And he'll literally go to his grave thinking that they're the biggest club in the world, won't he? But it's all good fun. Noah Theodoros, big up to Key Thomas, the legend. Lots of love, mate. Love you, Noah. Marilyn says, under Arsene Wenger, Arsenal were known for beautiful football. So what's this talk about boring now? Well, maybe that's why, because it's such a departure from how wonderful they were under Wenger. Gary can't see the problem with us scoring from corners. Those who don't like it are suggesting we do away with corners. We have them because it gives you the option to score. It's not necessarily do away with corners. I just think the way that, like at the end of the day, we're not going to agree. There's no common ground going to be found. But Arsenal, my answer to you would be, whenever Arsenal struggle, and last night was one of them times, Arsenal fans always say the same things. We don't play good football. They all say it. They all know it. We don't play good football. We play boring, dull, dreary football, and this is sometimes the price you pay. Vert Arsenal, I don't think we should worry about other fan bases, to be honest. We just need to get the job done. Yeah, fair enough. I'll be honest, the vast majority of Arsenal fans I've encountered have just been like, yeah, we're boring, but do you know what? Who cares? Like, we're going to win the league and we'll be, yeah, like, we've had the Invincibles, we'll be the Unwatchables. Like, it's fine. Like, we'll win the league and we'll be, just own it. It's fine. Enjoy it. You'll win the league and you'll be boring and called boring until... That no one will remember that. No one will remember it when they're engraving Arsenal on the Premier League trophy. Who cares? In 5-6 years' time, maybe Arsenal have won another couple. Who knows? Maybe they won't have won any. Maybe this is the only one they win. You never know. You never know. Slyo says, I would say Anfield agenda clip was out of context. No way would he want Liverpool to lose to get Slot sacked quicker. Well, like I said, mate, each to their own. As I said, respecting the fact that he's done well off it. So yeah, it was no shade. It was no shade to the guy, but I did think that was a little bit unusual. Aaron, I think my team Grimsby could do okay in the Conference League. It's Pony. Hey, you beat United. Marilyn, Arsenal was known for pretty football for years. I was going to say, I think he's... I think Arsenal are a wonderful club and they've done really, really well over the years, even if they've not won things. But you know my opinion on this. Many people don't agree, but I think football is about entertainment, first and foremost. It's about enjoying going to the game. It's about enjoying the football that you watch. And you can enjoy a game of football and lose, I think. I think you... I can anyway. I don't know if... It's not always about the result. It's not always about the result. For some people it is. And that's maybe a different outlook on life, isn't it? Some people, it's all about winning and it doesn't matter. But how many times have you gone to a game and it's been crap and you've sat there and sometimes you've paid 50, 60 quid to sit there in the freezing cold to watch no shots on target, no nothing, no energy, and then maybe you've got a penalty in the last minute and it's 1-0. You're telling me that's more enjoyable than I don't know, losing 4-3, but the game's been back and flowing, it's been end-to-end, loads of chances, shots on target, everything. I'd much rather watch that. I really would. And again, if anyone disagrees, that's totally fine, everyone's up to, that's your right. But I would absolutely, across a 38-game season, oh, Christ, I don't even know what happened then. I would much rather, across a 38-game season, watch a group of players really going at it, really trying, and somehow being able to, I don't know, produce good quality, high, attractive football across a year, and finish second or third. I would much rather that. One 0 to Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo have just scored. Rueda with the goal. Verts, just don't worry, it's his opinion. Just don't worry so much. Yeah, just don't worry so much. Just chill out, man. If you enjoy it, if you win the league, you win the league. Enjoy it. Who cares? Saka says, don't take the piss out of us for finishing second then, because that was legit us in 22-23. No, I disagree. I don't think it was you in 23-24. I absolutely disagree. I don't think for that one moment that Arsenal played good football before that. Not under Arteta anyway. I don't think Arteta's ever played really, really good football, expansive, attractive football. That's just nonsense. Don't believe it. Yep, Celta Vigo 1-0 in front, by the way. Q-World says, you don't watch Arsenal then? Well, then you tell that to the people in the chat, 'cause apparently I watch him more than everyone else. Vert says, bro, some Arsenal fans are getting so aggravated, they need to chill out. It's so true, honestly. I don't understand why. Just like I said, so many really sound Arsenal fans who come in the chat every single day, watch games of footy with us and say, yeah, we're going to win the league and we're going to win it playing the most boring football, and we don't care. Who's asked? Who's asked? Embrace it. It's part of your makeup. Good luck to you. You'll win it playing however you play. Marilyn says, what you now said, Wenger used to do pretty football and wasn't winning, and Mourinho called him a specialist in failure. I wouldn't have called Wenger a specialist in failure. I thought Wenger was a brilliant manager, changed the game. Sarah, right key, good night in chat. No worries, Sarah, see you soon. Thank you very much. Adam, you're watching Palace and this is all about Arsenal. Typical Arsenal fans wanting all the attention. I know. We'll focus. Let's focus on the game, for God's sake. They come in and try and derail the chat. Jason, boring football is in Arsenal's DNA. Remember the chant 1-0 to the Arsenal? Well, yeah. It's that's the old George Graham Arsenal, isn't it? And a very good side they were. But albeit, I still thought they were more exciting to watch. And that was probably the first Arsenal side I recall, the George Graham's Arsenal. Just before Bruce Rioch came in, and then obviously Arsene Wenger not long after that. But yeah, I thought that Arsenal side was still had some top players in it that could produce quality moments, you know. Your Mersons and co. Ray Parlour. Eagle Nate, a section of their Arsenal online fan base doesn't help them, Key. Like all fan bases, they have a few whoppers. We've got ours. Every fan base does. I absolutely agree. William Barrett, how do you think the Man United v Aston Villa game will go? How do I think the United Aston Villa game will go? I'd like to think Villa. I'm going to be rooting for Villa. Of course I am. Come on, Villa. Desperate for a Villa win. I'll take a draw now, though. If you offer me a draw, I'll be delighted with a draw. But a Villa win would be brilliant. Here's Wharton. Wonderful play by Wharton. Gessan back to Wharton. In the area. Good defending by Larnaca. Just win the ball back. Dave says, Arsenal too soft and bullied easily. Now the narrative has changed. God, I miss the 80s and 90s. None of this. YouTube and countless experts. I mean, I don't profess to be an expert, for what it's worth, Dave. I don't know if that's what the accusation was you were throwing around. I don't profess to be an expert. I'm no different to anyone else, really. I watch a lot of football, and that's all I've done all my life. I love watching... Well, it's not all that I've done. I've done a fair bit of other stuff, but I've watched a lot of football all my life, and now this is what I do. I watch football every day. So I can have a conversation about footy. I can hold a conversation. I don't profess to know any more than anyone else. I just love football and I watch a lot of football. And I like what I like. And football's subjective, isn't it? Sometimes it's not always black and white. And we all appreciate different styles to some degree. Some people love, you know, the way Pep Guardiola plays football and tiki-taka and controlling it and dominating possession and all that. Some people like the more pragmatic style of football, let's say. Chris says, Key, can we agree as a Liverpool and Man United fan that the Arsenal song they sing before the game starts is the most cringe song ever? It's more that it's a bit forced, isn't it? It's more that it was created because Arteta wanted to replicate You'll Never Walk Alone, and they paid an actor, a local singer or something, to come in for that Being Arsenal documentary, whatever it was. They paid someone to make that song, and now it's the club's anthem. So it's that thing that that's why it's cringy, because it's a bit forced. Eagle Nate, many among the Palace fan base view one particular fan is our version of AFTV's Ty. I believe he's on Parish's payroll personally. Vert, why can't we just watch the Palace game without some people ruining it in the chat? Oh, don't worry about it, mate. Listen, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. People have their own views and their own opinions, and it's all good. We can have a chat about it, even if we disagree. This is what it's about. It's all good fun. Ferencvaros 1, Braga 0. Robbie Keane's Ferencvaros flying in the Europa as well. Here's Richards for Palace. Ball in. Larnaca. It's going to be headed behind. Is it going to be a corner? No, they keep it in. Irony is, Arsenal are originally from South London. South London? 2 attempts on target all game, both from Palace. Larnaca not really doing anything. 5 attempts all game, all from Palace. 2 of them on target. Larnaca barely registering a touch in the Palace half so far. It's all Palace. 32 minutes in. It's just attack v defence. Larnaca look to be setting up to just try and eke a point out here. Or a draw, rather, not a point. Eke out a draw so they can take it back to Cyprus and get, maybe nick a goal over there. It is very much attack v defence. Gary, Key, there's a common ground. There is a common ground here. The majority of Arsenal fans don't like the style of football we are playing. Last year was so much more different, beating City 5-1 at home with flowing football. Yeah, I'd like to think so. I don't think what I'm saying is that controversial, mate, that I don't enjoy the style of football and I would prefer another title winner. I don't think that's in any way controversial. It's nice to hear that a lot of Arsenal fans agree. But obviously you want to win the title, and I get it. I would be the same. I understand. Here's Wharton. Rumours that Wharton has agreed a move to Liverpool, or at least has a £60 million clause or agreement, gentleman's agreement with Palace to leave in the summer. Does 60 million feel a bit cheap for Adam Wharton? I mean, Palace, I know they're not, unless they win this competition, they're not likely to be in Europe again next year. But does £60 million feel cheap? Given what other central midfielders are going for, he's experienced, he'll probably go to the World Cup with England. I thought the ball that he played to Ismail Assar against Spurs the other day was right out of the top drawer. He's an unbelievable player, Adam Wharton. Maybe doesn't have the legs for Liverpool. I'd be questioning whether or not he can play the way that we play. But I would have him over Alexis McAllister every day of the week and twice on Sunday. But 60 million still feels really cheap. Very cheap. Shell just popped in to say hiya. Not very well at the Mo, but wanted to wish 3-star and Forest good luck in Europe. Hope everyone's okay. Shell, I really hope you're all right. Hope you're feeling okay and come back in as soon as you feel able to. Let us know how you're doing. Jason, has anyone heard if the 2 Spurs players are out against us at the weekend because of concussion protocol? I wasn't aware that was the case. I only know that Van der Ven's out. Marilyn, if Spurs get relegated, do you think they'd come straight back up? Yes, I do. Dave, ruining it in the chat. It's all about your personal view. I never troll. It's only a game played by millionaires. If my team loses, it never ruins my day. I wish I could say the same. I'll be honest. I wish I could say the same. It does ruin my day when Liverpool get beat. Not saying it ruins my day, but it does. I can't sit here and say it doesn't affect my mood. Like I'm not so blasé with it. I absolutely am emotional. Of course I am. It's football. Football brings that out to you. I absolutely am emotional. I do react emotionally sometimes watching the game. And after I have reflected on it and gone, yeah, I probably wasn't. I should have maybe said that. Like, there's loads of stuff where I've reacted emotionally like that, but I think that's football. Brings it out of a lot of us. Maybe not ruin my day. I would agree it doesn't probably ruin my day, but it definitely changes your mood. I probably speak less. When I've gone home after the game, if Liverpool have lost, I go home and I just sit down and my missus is like, did they lose? I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I could tell. Do you want a cup of tea? No, don't want a cup of tea. I'll make you one anyway. What a player Adam Wharton is. Dylan, he should be about 80 million. Adam, bargain buy if we can get Wharton for 60. And DW, I agree. I would love to play a different style of football, but if this wins us the title, who cares? Yeah, fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Eagle Nate, we are notoriously bad at selling players. Wan-Bissaka, the only sale we got the best end of the deal. And even that, 50 million, I think for Wan-Bissaka's, there's probably an argument that he's amongst the best right-backs in the league at the minute, isn't he? Been fantastic for West Ham since he's gone there. Shell, just lots of seizures, Key. You know how tiring they are. Oh, sweetheart, that's horrible. They wipe you out for days. So take your time. Don't come back in until you're ready. But we'll be thinking about you, lovely. I hope you're all right. Eagle Nate, the only time I genuinely experienced serious head loss over football is losing to Brighton or Millwall. Anyone else? Nah. Hey, Millwall could be in the Prem next year, mate. Imagine that. Imagine Millwall v West Ham and Palace in the Prem next year. Oh, Larnaca now. First time they're making a foray forward here. Dave, my father was an Arsenal fan. He died last month. Just like to see them win it for him. He was 72. Dave, I'm really sorry to hear that, mate. I truly am. And do you know what? I'll tell you what. If heaven forbid City do win it. If Arsenal do win it, I'll feel a little bit better. That, you know, there's some people who've passed on and it will mean an awful lot to him. You know, the Claudes and all those of the world who were long-suffering Arsenal fans maybe for the last 20 years. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that, mate. I really am. CO, some legendary jerseys behind you. What's the reason for the ones you've chosen? There's not really any reason for them. I just like them. I've got lots of jerseys. I wouldn't go as far as saying I'm a collector of them. Not really. But I've got a fair few. But I've just acquired them over the years, and these are the ones that I like at the minute. I change them up. I'll probably change them and put more international jerseys up for the World Cup. And do you know what, Dave, as well? So, I don't know if 3 Stars in or is watching. But, 3 Star told a similar story. He's a Nottingham Forest fan, 3 Star. Oh, that's going to be a yellow card for Wharton, I think. Might even have been a red, you know. It was a bit naughty, that, from Wharton. Oh, he definitely dove in. Sorry, got took off on me tail there. But 3 Star is a Forest fan. He's a long-standing member of Premier League Dad. He's a really lovely fella, and he told a similar tale about. I'm not going to say what it is, but you're in the way that you lost your old man, and I think he felt similar with his old man and with Nottingham Forest, and you know, coming back up to the Premier League and getting in Europe and everything that's going on. And do you know what? And that's part of the beauty of football in many ways, isn't it? Because we've shared so much of this stuff with family members, with dads and brothers and mums and uncles and whatever it might have been over the years. And yeah, it's kind of the one thing that unites us. There's that video that's going around on social media at the moment. Sorry to bring it back to Liverpool, but it's going around on socials at the moment. There's a Liverpool fan with dementia in a care home, and he's obviously very, very emotional whenever they play You'll Never Walk Alone. It gets him really upset because it kind of jogs old memories of moments in the stadium with friends and family and stuff like that, and it's horrible because as someone who's had family members with dementia and Alzheimer's, it's a horrible thing, but it's beautiful to see that they still sort of live that. It's like absolutely in their bones. King D says, hello, Key. Hello, guys. My name's Peter. I'm from Rwanda. Love that, mate. Lots of love to Rwanda. Dave says, I never rated Arteta. The football's poor, but it's about winning. I've fallen asleep watching him. And Rebel MC, what's happening with Harvey Elliott? I think he's probably going to come back, or at least come back until we find another buyer for him. Or maybe he stays, but the deal that we agree is less than the 35 million quid that we've agreed with them. Like, if he plays another 3 or 4 games, then they have to pay us 35 million quid. That's probably not going to happen. So, chances are he comes back and goes somewhere else. Chance for Palace! Oh, again have they missed? Oh, Tyreek Mitchell at the back stick has to score. Should be 1-0 Palace. Really should be 1-0 Palace. Jason, Night Stacey, I'm watching from bed as I'm in need of a knee replacement. All I get is, but you're only still quite young. Knee replacement? Bloody hell, mate. Could get a game for Liverpool in midfield still, even in your current state, I imagine. What a player Adam Wharton is, says Verts. Love being an Arsenal fan for me and my dad at the moment, especially when my granddad's a Spurs fan. Reese says, Key, which countries appeared in 3 World Cup finals but never won it? Ooh, that's not a bad question. Which countries appeared in 3 World Cup finals but never won it? 3 World Cup finals but never won it. Trying to think back to all the World Cup finals that I've witnessed in my lifetime. Brazil, Italy. France, Brazil. 2002 was Brazil, Germany. 2006 was France, Italy. 2010 was Netherlands, Spain, wasn't it? 2014 was Germany and Argentina. 2018 was France and I don't know, France and someone. France, that was when France won it 4-0 or something, wasn't it? I can't remember the 2018 World Cup final. Who was it? Was it France? Portugal? Holland? It can't be Holland. Holland have won a World Cup, haven't they? Sure they have. Cruyff. The Dutch. Portugal. Portugal have... No. Might be Portugal. Maybe Portugal. Croatia. Croatia haven't appeared in 3 World Cup finals, have they? France, Argentina, 4-3, 2018. I thought that was 2022. Wasn't that Qatar, 2022? Yeah, 2018 was Russia. That was Pogba, and yeah, that was France. France was 2018. It was Russia. I can't even remember. It's Netherlands. Is it actually? Is it Netherlands? Holland never won the World Cup. Oh. Who said I was an expert? Who's giving me too much credit? John, who should start for England? Pickford or Henderson? I wouldn't put Jordan Henderson in net. No, I'd put, Pickford. I think it has to be Pickford, doesn't it? I think Dean Henderson's had a very good year. Richard Kennedy, I'm a Holland supporter. We've never won it. I don't know why I thought Cruyff had won it. All right, well, there you go. What do I know? 2018 was the Pavard goal. Yeah, it was a great finish, that, wasn't it? But that 2018 was Russia, wasn't it? Wasn't Argentina, France 2022? Sure it was. CO, 3 players got golden boot for 2 different teams in the Premier League era. Shearer, Van Persie and who else? 3 players have got golden boots for 2 different teams in the Premier League era. Shearer, Van Persie and who else? Sheringham? No? Not Sheringham? Can't be Sheringham. Right, it's half time here. Crystal Palace and Larnaca. 0-0. Hang on a second. I'm trying to just. 3 players have got golden boots for 2 different teams in Premier League era. Shearer, Van Persie, and who else? Who else might that be? Holland were cheated by Argentina in 78. Yeah, Mario Kempes, of course. Andy Cole. Cole for Newcastle and United. Yeah, that's got to be it, Jason. Van Basten was phenomenal. Van Basten was incredible. Koeman as well. Koeman was different class. Crazy to think that Saka got 3rd place for World Cup Golden Boot in 2022. Viola, do you agree? Jans Petter Hage is very underrated. He is, yeah. He is. And Kasper Hogg as well, the Danish centre-forward for Bodo Glimt. Very good. No one talks about small Norway team cooking this season. Hage is big underrated. And Reece, which Swedish Premier League player had a clause that didn't let him travel to space? We've done that one. That was Stefan Schwarz of Sunderland, wasn't it? Yeah. Stefan Schwarz can't have any space travel. He had that built into his Sunderland contract. It's not Andy Cole. Really? Okay, not Andy Cole. Making hard work of these again. I'm dreading seeing Charity Professional Football Club again. Right, okay. So which striker, which Premier League striker has won the Golden Boot? Sorry, 3 Premier League players have won the Golden Boot for 2 different teams in the Premier League era. Alan Shearer is one. Van Persie is another. Who's the other? 3 players who've won the Golden Boot in the Premier League era for 2 different teams. Van Persie, Shearer, and who? It's not Andy Cole. It's not Andy Cole. That's a brilliant question, that, isn't it? It's a fabulous question. Marilyn Julian, best Prem striking duo you've ever seen. Duo-wise, it would have to be. Surely it would have to be York and Cole. Yeah, York and Cole would be the best duo, but I still think the best front 3 is Mane, Salah, Firmino. I'll die on that hill. Mickey Owen. It's not Michael Owen. It's definitely not Michael Owen. Anelka's not a bad shout. Anelka, would he have done it for... He definitely did it for Chelsea one year, but I don't think he did it before that, you know. Dave Mark, what I like about this channel is that you read lots of comments. Lots of channels don't bother that much. You've definitely made a sub. Well, it's the community that make the channel. I mean, I was sit here and watch the games, but... yeah, it's you guys who make it and watch it. So I'll read the comments out as quickly as I can. But it's a community. It's a Premier League dad community as much as it's anything else. It's not a dictatorship. We're very much a democracy here. C Wheatley, how's it going, lad? Good to see you. We're just going through a quiz. We've got a half-time quiz, which has been very gratefully brought to us, by the way, by CO99. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much for bringing this. We always have a half-time quiz, and I have got a half-time quiz prepared, but that's a very good question. 3 players in Premier League history have won the Golden Boot for 2 different clubs. One of them is Van Persie. One of them is Alan Shearer. Who's the other? Eagle Nate says Shearer and Sutton. Shearer and Sutton too, yeah, very good. Lampard, did Lampard wouldn't have done it with West Ham. Drogba hasn't done it with 2. CR7, Crespo, no. Bergkamp and Henry. Bit good, but no, I don't think so. Snake Eyes, I love it when you talk about Arsenal. Well, apparently I do that too much. Carl says, oh, how come you not uploaded a single vid of Liverpool versus Wolves? You were quick with Arsenal versus them. I didn't upload anything for for Arsenal versus Wolves. Yeah, I think you need to check the channel, mate. I didn't upload anything at all for Arsenal versus Wolves. Check again. There was nothing uploaded at all for Arsenal versus Wolves. So your assessment falls flat there. Dwight York for Villa and United. Don't think he won the Golden Boot at United, did he? Madhouse most expensive flop in Premier League history at the time. Torres Shevchenko. Marilyn, where's Dwight York from? He's Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, Trinidad. Andy Cole. We tried Andy Cole. Apparently it's not Andy Cole. No, it's not Andy Cole. Aman, being biased, Saka, Palmer or Foden. Who starts for England? Bellingham. Hasselbank. Ooh, Hasselbank's a very good shout. What about Hasselbank for Leeds and Chelsea? That's not a terrible shout, you know. Oh, no, it can't. No. Scoring multi... It's going to be back in the day. It's going to be like an older one, isn't it? It's going to be like a... We've got Shearer, we've got Van Persie. I think it's going to be like a Les Ferdinand. Or a... I don't know. Maybe not a Sheringham. I don't know. We've said Sheringham, but it wasn't him. Wheaton, I promise to become a member if you reduce on the hate on my team, Arsenal. There is no hate. There is no hate, but I would be being inauthentic if I said that I was happy if Arsenal won the league, because I'm not. I don't want Arsenal to win the league, mate. So I can only be one way, and that is to be me, and I think it is. I think Arsenal will... Yeah, I don't want them to win it. They probably will win it, though. Jimmy Floyd, correct. Get in there. Great answer. Who was that who said Jimmy Floyd? Who was it who said Jimmy Floyd? It wasn't me. I just read it out, but I'm going to claim it. Hasselbank. I think it was It's Over. It might have been It's Over. Yeah, good shout. Okay, what might have been a stream clip, yet seen nothing of when Liverpool played them. Well, then look in the same place. You'll find it. It's not me. I don't have anything to do with the clips, mate. All I do is the watch-alongs and the streams. Everything else is not produced by me in any way, shape, or form. It's nothing to do with me. Yeah, not Zola. No, not Zola. Leeds and Chelsea. Absolutely brilliant. Goalies with the most clean sheets. Czech's definitely number one, isn't he? Tevez is not a bad... Oh, yeah, Tevez was never really a goal scorer. I always thought Tevez was a very, very good player, but never quite a goal scorer. Reese, I wouldn't say Tyreek Mitchell missed that chance. It's just an unbelievable save from the keeper. Oh, you've got to score from there, though. Same with Gesand as well. I've got a non-footballing related question. If people want to have a go of it, it's a little bit of a thinker. It's maybe one to. It's not football related, but you can have it if you want. Because I got asked it last night and I thought it was quite good. What is the longest word you can use in the English language with only one vowel? Only one vowel. What is the longest word you can use in the English language with only one vowel? And there's another one, which is what is the only word... What is the long... Yeah, did I say the only word? The longest word. What is the longest word you can write using only one vowel? And then what is the longest word in the English dictionary where you don't use any letter twice? That's another good one. C. Wheatley, Kevin Phillips definitely won the European Golden Boot. What's the longest word you can write using one word? No, you can't use the same vowel twice. No. It's only one single vowel. You have earned yourself a member starting tomorrow. Bleach Demon, leave Key and his Arsenal relationship alone. Whatever takes his mind off being sixth. Fuck off you. Agent Ancelotti, the only team in League One to have a player that's won a Ballon d'Or. The only team in League One to have a player that's won a Ballon d'Or. Surely, are you talking about Sir Stanley Matthews for Bolton Wanderers here? Would that be that one? It's not at. It's not it and it's not at. It's not really a quiz, this one, really. It's just something to think about. It's not even football related. Oh, here we go. Verts has found Google. It's strengths. 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 Strengths is the longest word in the English language with just one vowel in it. And the longest word in the English dictionary that you can only... without the same letter repeated, is uncopyrightable. Strengths, there you go. Strengths is the longest word with one vowel, and uncopyrightable is the longest word without the same letter repeated. There you go. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Thought you just said a long word. Come on, Callum. Blackpool and Bolton. Yes, Blackpool and Bolton. Like it. Right. We're kind of near to kick. Where's me quiz book? Where's me quiz book? Here, it's down here. Right, here we go. Get the old magic quiz book out. I think we've already done. Oh, we've not. We've not done it. Could do it again though. Let's have a look at this one at the back. Yeah, what about this one? We'll do it again. Why not? Because it's been a good few months since we did this quiz, but I'll do it again just in case anyone in the chat might have done it. But here you go. There have been 10 non-European players who have won... Sorry, not 10, 11. There have been 11 non-EU players who have won Premier League Player of the Month twice. Right? Premier League Player of the Month twice in their career. Or at least twice or more. Let's say twice or more, right? But there's only been 10. Why do I keep saying 10? 11. There have been 11 Premier League players who have won Premier League Player of the Month from outside Europe. Drogba is right. No, he's not. No, Drogba's wrong. Drogba is wrong. Sorry, Drogba is wrong. Dwight York is right. Yes. Dwight York's a great answer, Chris, but not Drogba. Salah, correct. So Salah he won it 7 times. At Egypt, Dwight York has won it 3 times. Trinidad and Tobago. Vidic is in Europe. Vidic is Serbian. Heung-min Son, very good. Heung-min Son has won it 4 times. Igor Thiago, yes, Igor Thiago is correct for Brazil. He's the most recent player to do this. Aubameyang and Mahrez, yes, Aubameyang is correct, not Mahrez though. Aubameyang from Gabon has won it twice. Soze, best Arsenal hater in the world. We love you, Key, from Aguna. Yes, Soze, love it, mate. Love you too. Aubameyang, Mahrez and Thiago. Mahrez, no, not Mahrez. But you've got Salah, you've got York, you've got Aubameyang, you've got Son, and you've got Igor Thiago. Not Viduka, not Essien. Sadio Mane, yes, Sadio Mane has won it 3 times. Park Ji-sung, no, not Park, not Zabaleta. If we get desperate, I'll give you the countries. Yaya Toure, says Gary. No, not Yaya Toure. Not Mbermo. Not Gabriel Jesus. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left to get. You've got 6, 5 more to get. Not Kenwyne Jones, not Clint Dempsey. No, Aguero, there you go. Aguero, yes. Aguero has won it 7 times. Sergio Aguero, Salah, York, Mane, Aubameyang, Heung-min Son, and Igor Thiago. 4 more to get. Not Gabriel, no, not Gabriel. Keep them coming. Keep the guesses coming in. But we're off for the second half here. Tevez. No, not Tevez. Vardy. Vardy, famously from outside of Europe. Not Firmino, not Asprilla, not Tevez. We're off for the second half at Selhurst Park. Jack, what are we guessing? There have been 11 non-European players in Premier League history who have won Premier League Player of the Month at least twice. Aguero has won it 7 times. Salah has won it 7 times. York has won it 3 times. Mane 3 times. Aubameyang twice. Son has won it 4 times. And Igor Thiago has recently just won it twice. There are another 1, 2, 3, 4 players. 4 players from outside the EU who have won it twice or more. Michail Antonio. There you go. Michail Antonio, Jamaica. Little bit of a curveball, that one, because many would say he's only recently found his Jamaican roots, hasn't he? Michail Antonio. But yes, Michail Antonio is 2 times he's won Player of the Month. Not Mbermo, Rossi. No, Drogba. Believe it or not, Drogba. No, never won Player of the Month twice, Drogba. Not Tim Cahill either. Another one who never won it that often. Bizarre. Tim Cahill and Drogba. Lots of great players who never actually won it. I reckon we could do an 11 of players who never actually won a Player of the Month award. Not Gilberto Silva. No, not Thiago Silva. Not Firmino. Here's Wharton into the box. Oh, good save. Not Martinelli. I know it's got to be someone who's played in the Premier League, so Messi wouldn't count. Not Moses, not Rosicky, but Suarez is right, Adam. Yes, Luis Suarez, 2 Player of the Month awards for Luis Suarez from Uruguay. 2 more left to get. You've got 9, you need 2 more. Not Kante, not Mikalenko. Mikalenko. Has he decided whether he's staying or not yet, Joe? A Kocha. Not a bad shout, but no, not a Kocha. Not JJ Kocha. I'll give you the clue, though. They are from the African continent. Both are from Africa. Not Adebayor. Like the thinking, though, Aaron. No, not Adebayor. Give me some top African Premier League players. Chimey, a Liverpool-based quiz. Well, you can't say that. We've had Dwight York as well, and that's the only United player. Not Mahrez. Not Gervinho. I've modelled my modelled my hairline on Gervinho. Not Canu. Tony, it's like watching Norwich City in this kit. Not Benny McCarthy. Not Onana. Not Diop. Not Bouba Diop. Not El Neni. Not Joseph Desiree Job. Brano's got one. There you go. Odemwingie. Peter Odemwingie, Nigeria's finest, believe it or not, has won 3 Premier League Player of the Month, Peter Odemwingie, at his time at West Brom and Stoke. Not Diarra, not Kante. Kante French, of course. Lassana Diarra French as well. Not Iwobi. Not Joseph Desiree Job. Fuck off, would never have got him. Not Igalo. Lau says, I just can't understand why City played so open in the first leg. It's just one of them things, isn't it? I mean, I still think City will do it in the second leg. I really do. I still think they'll turn up and have a go at him. It's not over. Not Gilberto Silva, not Dempsey, not Mahrez. Oh, not Max Gradle. A little bit further back. Think of players who scored absolute wonder goals in Premier League history. African wonder goal scorer. Back in the day. Makelele. Makelele, French. Not Makelele, not Toure. There you go. Tony Yeboah. Tony Yeboah. There you go. Right, so there you go. The top that was the top 11. Not even the top 11. The only 11 non-EU Premier League players who have won the Player of the Month award at least twice. Tony Yeboah of Ghana, Luis Suarez of Uruguay, Heung-min Son of South Korea, Michail Antonio of Jamaica, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang of Gabon, Odemwingie of Nigeria, Sadio Mane of Senegal, Dwight York of Trinidad, Salah of Egypt, Aguero of Argentina, and Igor Thiago of Brazil. Brano, get another going key. This game's awful. Listen, we can't promise they're all crackers when we watch, but our chance must be, as if that stayed out. Wharton, it is like pub football, this. And it's offside. Yep, Yeboah, Chris got it there. AEK Athens 4-0 up. It's 0-0 in the Fiorentina game, 0-0 in the Mainz game, 0-0 in the, obviously this one, Palace Larnaca, and 4-0 in Selhurst for AEK Athens. Rebel MC surprised Mahrez wasn't on that list. I would have thought Mahrez would have been in there too, but evidently not so good. Brano, as a Wales fan, what has happened to Brennan Johnson? He's fallen right off. Even Sanchez. Yeah, Alexis Sanchez. Again, I would have thought he might have been in there, but no. Alexis Sanchez never won it twice either. Kirkabane, fact friend. Sorry, few beers. Yeah, I could tell, mate. I think we could tell. Marilyn, yes, occasionally. Very, very occasionally. But we can't really speak about it on here. Because it can affect the other streams. Gary, can't see City turning this around. Second leg, Bellingham and Mbappe could be back. Don't know, I think at home there's a very, very good chance they could, Very, very good chance they could turn it round. Bellingham's the most overrated player on the planet. He just looks a player to me, Jude Bellingham. Every time I watch him, I just think he's just like Pogba. He just reminds me of Pogba. He's tall, he's athletic, he's got a bit of guile about him, sort of glides with the ball. But apart from that, he looks a better player than he actually is. And I think that was the same with Pogba. You look at him and think, wow, he's got everything. He could be a fabulous midfielder. But just so rarely actually delivers on that promise. And then you look at Luka Modric and think, yeah, you really shouldn't be a wonderful midfield. Even Iniesta and Modric, if you look at them, you wouldn't necessarily put them as brilliant centre mids, but they just are. Maybe don't have the physique. They just had everything else. Vipuelto says would look better if Real Madrid had an actual number 9 in front of him. They're still relying on Gonzalo really all season, haven't they, Madrid? They desperately need a number 9. Apparently Barcelona are going big for a new number 9 in the summer. I was seeing that earlier. Possibly Osimhen being moved to Spain. I wonder. Would Osimhen fancy his chances at Madrid or Barca? How the hell is Andre Onana not on that list? Aaron, Liverpool nearly bought Dempsey with money and a swap deal for Henderson. We're so close to messing everything up there, weren't we? What a player, Jordan Henderson. It's pissing it down at Forest now. Vert, I'll be back in 10 minutes, key lad. No worries, mate. Yeah, take your time. Good to see you. Who do we play in midfield come the World Cup? I genuinely think we'll have possibly... I think Rice and Reece James. Maybe Elliot Anderson, but I think he really likes Reece James, and it might well be that Reece James playing in midfield, like he's done for Chelsea a lot this season, I think he's going to become more of a midfielder. He's not really a right-back, Reece James. Not in my opinion, anyway. He's better in midfield. Midtjylland off the bar. It's going to be a good game, that, next week. Ball in. Again, keeper claims it. But yeah, Rice... I think he's probably going to go Rice and James with Bellingham ahead of him. Possibly Elliot Anderson coming in for some of them games. Don't think he plays Adam Wharton. But I know Anderson's another one. Absolute workhorse, but not a world beater and defo not worth 100 mil. No, he's not. He's physically got everything you need, but I don't believe he's good enough. Elliot Anderson for me is not a player I'd be paying 100 mil for. I think if we can get Wharton for 60 million, that's insane value. 60 million seems like a drop in the ocean for Adam Wharton. Every time I watch him, just fabulous on the ball. I just worry about him in terms of physicality and energy. Rossi, who do you want to win on Saturday? Arsenal or Everton? That's not hard. Everton, every day of the week. Go on the Ev. Rebel MC, thoughts on Harvey Davis? I haven't really got any thoughts on Harvey Davis or Armin Pexi. I haven't really got any thoughts, and they're not going to get in at Liverpool, are they? Mamardashvili's our new number one. So I think we probably, once Alisson goes, we might need a number two. The conditions are really bad now at the City ground. Crazy work rate, presses the defence all 90 minutes. Osorio from Midtjylland getting a major move soon. He's fantastic. It's not even just Osorio, Gagorza as well. Have a look at Gagorza, Francolino, Simsier, Dario Simsier at Midtjylland as well. They've got some proper talent, them. Proper talent. Bleach Demon, Everton, call yourself a Liverpool fan. What is going on with the world? Hey, Liverpool fans support Everton multiple times in the season. Every time Everton play United, we support Everton. Do you know why? Because they are by far, it's usually United who we're competing with. Everton are just... we're not really bothered about Everton. We only play Everton twice a season. That's the only time we really get any noise off them. It's better if Everton beat United, and it'll be better if Everton beat Arsenal as well. Mainly because it'll also give Everton fans a little bit of false hope. They all think they're getting Europe. Adam Bogdan, Liverpool's best ever keeper, from a Bolton fan, obviously. Do you know what? He actually looked a bit of a world beater at Bolton at times. I remember him throwing it in his own net for us against, was it Shrewsbury? He played Shrewsbury away. Oh, it was dreadful. Ball in, cleared away by the keeper. Larnaca doing everything they can to stop the game. Getting any sort of momentum here. Kamada pulled back for a foul. Brano, he saved the ones he shouldn't and blundered the ones he should have saved, yeah. It's like a Dejan Lovren of goalkeepers, basically. Dejan Lovren, just some of the defending he pulled off at times. You'd like, wow, what a player. And then you'd he'd have a brain fart, usually once every couple of weeks. But we've got 30 minutes left to go at Selhurst Park. It's been I mean, I'll feel... It's been 2 disappointing games tonight. It's not been particularly brilliant to watch, but we've had a laugh. We've watched we've watched a bit of football and we've talked footy and had a bit of a quiz or 2 going on. I did get asked this question last night, so I'll throw it out to the chat. Who would we say is our team of the season so far? Let me know in the chat. Tell me who would be your team of the season so far. Going position by position, who would you pick? So goalkeeper, who would you say has been the goalkeeper of the season so far? Who's in your Premier League goalkeeper team of the season? I think it would have to be, for me, it's a straight toss-up between... I think David Raya's been good. I think Roofs has been good. I think Senna Lamans has made a difference at United. I don't think he's been like... I don't think he is the best keeper in the Prem or anything like that. But in the same way, I don't think Granit Xhaka is or has been the best midfielder in the Prem either. But he's been the best signing, I think, Granit Xhaka. I think Senna Lamans, just in terms of his impact at United, they don't look anywhere near vulnerable on crosses anymore. He's kind of saved what he's needed to save without being spectacular. Couple of goals you'd probably expect him to have done better on, but he's still a young goalkeeper. I think Senna Lamans has been a good signing for United. Don't forget Donnarumma. Donnarumma 2, yeah. Donnarumma 2 could be a decent one. I think Donnarumma's made a difference, hasn't he? Rakow have scored in Florence. Oh my God. Rakow are in front against Florence. Pickford. Verta, sorry I had to leave, mate. Been on and off ill for a few weeks. I hope you feel better, mate. Yeah, it feels like everyone's got ill at the minute, with it's changing from sort of winter to spring and just the season's changing. It gets that time of year and it's getting obviously windy and rainy, drops a few degrees. Raya says Aaron, Connor, Raya, Bleach Demon, Raya, Kieran, United fan says Pickford, and Rebel MC's gone Donnarumma. Tony, the players are absolutely drenched in the Forest game. Does Morgan Rogers have a chance of making that 11? He does for me, yeah. I mean, we're jumping ahead a little bit there, but here's Larnaca into the area. Ball pulled back. Wharton clears it away. Yeah, I think I would go... I think I would go with, for me, Lamans, and then I would go right back. Who's been the best right back this season? I think it's probably, again, you're looking at maybe Julian Timber. I think Coyote. I'd go Coyote. I think Timber's done very well, but I think that in terms of impact, I think Coyote's been incredible at right back. Coyote at right back. Is that fair to say? Timber, says Rick. Adam says Timber. Brano's gone Coyote. Fiorentina equalise against Rakow. Reece James. Reece James done all right. I'm not sure I'd put him in team of the season, mind. Gary says no way. Raya is much better. I think Raya is better than Lamans, of course, but I'm not. It's not about who the best player in the league is. By the way, that's not how I'm. Team of the season is about performances and how much have they affected their team in the league, I guess. So I think David Raya's had a good season for Arsenal, and I think he's a good keeper. I think he's better than Senna Lamans, but I think Senna Lamans has had a bigger impact on where United are than David Raya has on where Arsenal are. That's my logic. Whether or not it's sound logic, I don't know, but that's my logic anyway. That's why I'm putting Lamans in over David Raya, because I think Lamans has had a bigger impact. Timber, not going to lie. Okay, most going Timber. That's fair enough. Centre-backs. VP Alto says Raya has an easier job, and Coyote, absolutely. Yeah, I think Coyote's just been sensational. Centre-backs, I think you'd have to put Gabriel in there. I don't think that's maybe the one that we can all agree on. After Gabriel, again, there's quite a few. I think Senesi's been brilliant. You could maybe... Could you argue Mark Gagey Are you putting Mark Gay in off the back of last season? This season, Palace haven't been phenomenal, have they? I wouldn't have Mark Gay in there. I think Senesi. I'd go Senesi. I'd go Gabriel and Senesi. No shouts for Senesi. Just me who appreciates Marcos Senesi at Bournemouth. Tyrick Mitchell. Murillo. Yeah, Murillo this season for Forest as well, though. Not been brilliant. Like him a lot, like. Ruben Dias. Saliba and Gabriel. You can't have Saliba. Well, I guess you can. You can have whoever you want. But there's people who so far have got a team of the season so far of Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel. I mean, how many are we going to put a non-Arsenal player in? Van der Ven lets himself down last few weeks. Brano says, yeah, Konza's not bad. Malik Chow. Gay has to be there. Van Dijk's still one of the best in the world, even off form. Saliba for sure. Arsenal duo, centre-back, easy being the best. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I would go... I'm going to go Coyote, Gabriel, Senesi. Left back. See, left backs, I think Lewis Hall's not a bad shout. I think Lewis Hall's certainly up there. I think... Do you know where I'm going to go? And it's going to be a bit of a rogue shout. People are going to look at me funny, but I'm going to put Luca Dean in there. I think Luca Dean has had a sensational season for Aston Villa. Like, really, really good. And Villa are where they are. They've dropped off a little bit recently, but I think he's been a big part of that Villa side, and defensively they've been really sound. I would have to put Luca Dean in there. I think he's done really well. Calafiori, Cucurella has been all right. Luke Shaw, Hincapié. There's genuinely people who are putting the full Arsenal back five in. Nico O'Reilly, Aaron GT, yeah, Hincapié, I'm all Arsenal and I support Grimsby. Lewis Hall, Nico O'Reilly, I can get on board with. I think they're very good suggestions. Do you know who else I would say maybe as well? I think Malik Diouf. I know West Ham are in the relegation zone, but genuinely, I think Malik Diouf has been unbelievable for West Ham. But I'm going to go Luca Dean. I think he's been great. Edge of the box, Brennan Johnson, 2 points for Wigan. Dreadful. Bran O'Key, that's the worst shout yet. That's not worse, it's not a bad shout. Honestly, watch Villa and watch Luca Dean. I think he's had a great season for him. Midfield 3. I think midfield 3's somewhat easy. Well, maybe not somewhat easy. I would go Rice, I would go Szoboszlai, and I would go Rodgers. I think those 3 have been game changers for their respective teams, and I think they've had 3 brilliant individual seasons. So I would go Rice, Rodgers, Szoboszlai. Dorgu. You can't put Dorgu at left back. Lewis Hall, says Gary. Fair enough. Rice, Bruno, Rodgers. Bruno! Behave yourself. Not putting Bruno in there. Bruno's not going in there. Young, how much to score? Crystal Palace. It's 0-0 currently. Go Crystal Palace from Italy, says Alessandro. Thank you very much, Alessandro. Caicedo, Xhaka. I think you'd have to... You know what, Xhaka? Yeah, you'd struggle to leave Xhaka out, wouldn't you? But Rice, Rodgers, Szoboszlai. I could maybe be teased into putting Xhaka in for Rodgers. No. I think it is them 3. It's them 3 for me. It's Rice, Rodgers, Szoboszlai. That's my 3. Semenyo, yes. I think if we're going on to wingers, then criminal not to have Xhaka, says Connor. Bruno Fernandes, Aina. Rice, Bruno G. Bruno Guimaraes, says Aaron. Bruno Guimaraes gets a shout. Okay. Right wing. Yeah, so if we're going on to wingers, my front 3, let's just do the front 3. My front 3 would be Semenyo, because I think he's been brilliant at Bournemouth, brilliant at City. I think you'd have to put... Has Thiago had a bigger impact for Brentford than Haaland's had at City? I'd say so. So I'd go Thiago, Semenyo, and I honestly, I'd go Harry Wilson. I think Harry Wilson's been unbelievable for Fulham this year. Absolute game changer for him. He's been just phenomenal. So for me, I would go. I'd go Thiago, Semenyo, Wilson. So that would be my team of the season so far, with a nice mixed bag of different players in there: Lamens, Coyote, Gabriel, Senesi, Digne, Rice, Rodgers, Szoboszlai, Thiago, Semenyo, Wilson. Yeah, that's mine. Muzzy, what's happening in the game? Do you think Palace will score? It's been a really, really hard watch. I've got to be honest. It's been a really difficult game to watch. It's 0-0. Palace have barely had a chance in the second half. They had two very, very big chances in the first half. Missed both of them. Tyrick Mitchell and Evan Gesand. Both should have scored. They should have scored. There's 20 minutes left. Palace absolutely desperately need a goal. Just to take to Larnaca, because it's going to be so much harder in Cyprus. Cole Palmer. Palmer's not had a great season, has he? Vert Arsenal says Raya, Timber, Gabriel, Gay, Dorgu, Rice, Bruno, Szoboszlai, Semenyo, Thiago, Ekatike. Ekatike for me doesn't get in, and that's as a Liverpool fan. I've not been blown away by Ekatike. Started well, but I'm not super made up. Connor, the real question is key. Who do you want to manage your team of the season? Keith Andrews. Yeah, if we're doing a manager of the year, I think it has to be Keith Andrews. It's got to be Keith Andrews, isn't it? Regis Labris, maybe you could argue as well, has done a phenomenal job, but the way Keith Andrews has got Brentford, having lost Wissa and Burmo and spent very little and dragged them up to where they are, I think you've got to give massive credit to Keith Andrews. MVM, do you think Palace will win tonight? I hope so. I really hope so. But Larnaca on the counter-attack here. These are dreadful. These are absolutely dreadful. Brano, rather watch me dad have a go on my mum than watch this game. Hey, whatever works for you, mate. Whatever gets you through the night. I can guarantee I'd rather still watch this. And says, someone get a goal, please. Just chances. I'm not that bothered about the goal. A goal's fantastic, don't get me wrong, but just a bit of a... Palace don't really feel like they've had a go. They've not really had a go at them this game, have they? Lost the captain as well, yeah, of course. Norgard. Great shout, Rossi. He only scores pens, Palmer. I quite like him. I think you'd have to... For me, Palmer would start. If he's fit, he would start at the World Cup over Saka. VPLTO says, who did you have at keeper in your 11? I had Senna Lamens, mate. I put Senna Lamens in because I think he's made a massive difference to Manchester United. I think he's made a bigger difference to Man United than David Raya has made to Arsenal's season. Both have had I think Raya's a much better keeper, but I think both have had good seasons. But yeah, I would go Senna Lamens. Richards, he's got to score. It's a free header at the back stick. Palace have missed another sitter here. Aaron says the only answer is Keith Andrews, and anyone who says that's Spanish, Tony Pulis is on drugs. Gisler, I put 1k on a draw. Am I cooked? Yeah, I think you should be all good, mate. I think it probably ends a draw. But that's a very, very bold prediction. Nottingham needs to win. Nottingham Forest, I'm telling you, if it's 0-0 going into the game against... We're going to watch the second leg of this game, and I think it'll be better in Cyprus. And I think we're obviously going to watch the game Midtjylland against Forest, which is next Thursday, 5:45 in Denmark. We'll be watching that and then this. So, yeah. Villa should win, shouldn't they? Villa are 1-0 up, going back to Villa Park. We don't even need to worry about that one. I swear if I lose, I'm selling my car. Well, I'm rooting for you, mate. I really am. Chimey, any keeper in the world would have been an upgrade to Onana. That's, yeah, again, fair enough. Gary, Forest game's no better than this one. Well, Mateta about to come on. There's nobody better than Jean-Philippe Mateta. Dieter says, hi, I'm Dieter. Good to see you, Dieter. Who do you think wins tonight, Dieter? Quick request for those who are in the chat. If you've enjoyed watching tonight with us, do us a favour. Do us a big favour. Hit like. Hit like on the video. It helps push the stream out to more people who will come in and make the conversation more interesting. So if you can hit the like button, subscribe as well if you want to see more of these streams popping up on your feed in future. If you want to pop back in future, I'm live every day. We'll be live tomorrow for Wrexham against Swansea. Now, Swansea started the week 8 points behind Wrexham in the Championship. They're now only 5 points, having won in midweek and Wrexham got beat off Hull. They now go to the racecourse ground. They won at the Liberty Stadium earlier this season, so they could do the double over Wrexham. I don't think Wrexham have played, or Wrexham haven't beaten Swansea in 25 years. It's been a long time since Wrexham beat Swansea. So it's a proper Welsh derby that tomorrow. And it'll be a really, really good one to watch, I think. Should be a lot of goals in it. And yeah, Swansea, if they were to win, they go 2 points behind Wrexham and very much in the playoff fight. Vitor Matos, former Liverpool coach Vitor Matos, having an unbelievable time at Swansea. He seems to have really got a good tune out of him. Come on, Palace, says Gamer Guru. Could do with a cheeky pen for Palace. Channel the power of Noni. Brano, being here since you were getting 6 viewers. Great to see you doing this well, Key. Oh, mate, that's really kind. Thank you. It was 6 viewers, to be fair, wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. We was on bloody 3 or 4 people watching. 500,000 in the last 48 hours. Blew me mind. Cormac O'Brien, ye are so bad, it's mental. Who's ye? Are we talking about me personally? Or are we talking about Palace here? Or Liverpool? I don't know who we're referring to. Clarkey, my mate plays for Swansea. Who is it? Who's your mate? Aaron, the reason Wrexham haven't beat Swansea is because Wrexham have been in non-league. No, I know. I get it. But it's still a stat that we'll throw out. We'll roll it out there. Ronaldo the GOAT, this is boring. I can't help you, mate. I wish I could. You can help me, though. We're painfully close. We are painfully close to 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you want to help me out, hit the subscribe button. You can help us get to the magical 20,000 mark. Jose says, what the hell is Palace doing? It's been a bad night. A very, very bad night for Palace. They have had chances. Vert, who do you think is the most underrated 11 this season, Key? Most underrated? I don't really know, you know. I could do that one. That's probably including a lot of the ones we've already had. Gamer Guru went from 15k to 20k really quick too. This look, you'll have your YouTube plaque in no time, lad. Just got to keep turning up and hopefully people find it interesting. If they do, they'll stick around. If not, then it won't. I'd love it if it was the case, but I'm not wedded to it. As long as everyone's still having a bit of a laugh and we're all enjoying it, that's the main thing. It's all good fun. R9 haircut overdue. No. R9 haircut was only after 25k at Christmas, I said. And I said that in August last year, and you remember it because you were here then. You were an OG, Chimey. Ball in. Oh, must be. Oh, nearly 1-0 Palace. Mateta's come on and made an immediate impact. Aaron, what do you do in your spare time when not streaming? just spend time with my family, to be honest. Just I've got my little girl and we do, like, if she's at school, she's at school, but like on a weekend, well, actually that's not true. On a weekend it's literally all football in it. But yeah, through the week I generally work on this stuff and then I have my little girl, so it's all good. Just generally chill with family, work on a night. If you can call this work, if you can watch this, call watching footy work. I did buy FIFA. I had FIFA and I had Footy Manager. And I used to play a bit of Red Dead Redemption, but I've not done any of that since I started the channel, which was December 2024. No, well, that's when I created it. I only started posting in like February 2024. So we're only about 12 months in. 2025, sorry. 12 months in. Vert says, I hate that every Arsenal fan is put in a bracket with the shit supporters who chat shit. Mate, listen, it's not by anyone who's in any way meaningful or has any like deep opinion on it. I think from my perspective, every fan base has got these knobheads. So when a knobhead comes in, they're just another knobhead. I don't think, oh my God, that's Arsenal fans. Same way that if someone's a knobhead and they're coming in the Liverpool fans, it just is what it is. Min Waton says, what's your overall rank right now on FPL? Don't play it. I started the season. I did a whole thing. I said, let's create a league and we'll get it going on. This is the year I'll really stick to it. But every year, I'm not doing it next year. I say it every single season. I get all excited. I'm going to go, right, I'm going to do an FPL league and we're going to do it. And I'm going to be dead like strict and make sure I'm going to do my team before every game week. And after about 3 weeks, I've just forgot about it. So my FPL team is probably the same team that I picked in the first game week. I've not changed it since. So I don't know. I have no idea. I've never really stuck to it, Gary, have you changed your mind on who's the third team to go down? I keep saying Leeds. I've said Leeds all season. I've said it's going to be Leeds, Burnley. I said it would be Leeds, Burnley and West Ham. But I think West Ham stay up now. And I think it's obviously going to be Wolves, Burnley, and it's going to be Leeds or Forest. I think, if I'm dead honest, it's going to be Forest. But I wouldn't be surprised if Leeds get dragged in. Chimey, FIFA is crap, PES 21 is real footy. And when will Palace score? Have you ever thought about doing gaming content? Not really. It's a very saturated market, to be honest. And I don't enjoy it enough. I think you have to play a lot of it. Oh, Forest 0, Midtjylland 1. Oh, hey, let's turn it on quick. Midtjylland have gone in front. Midtjylland have gone in front at the City Ground. That's going to be a very, very interesting second leg now. Whoa. Cho. Is it Cho who's done it as well? Let's just watch it back. Ball comes out to the right-hand side. Fullback puts the ball in. Hung up. Cho with a header. Oh, what a goal that is. That's a great header. It's a brilliant header. Completely leaves Olaina there. That's not good enough from the fullback. I'm sorry. That's really poor, that from Forest. Defensively, you'd be looking at Olaina there. He's completely left him. It's a good header, though. Really good header. Aaron, I was gutted when you didn't do the Grimsby Man U game. Would have loved to see your reaction being a Liverpool fan. I did react to the penalty shootout. It was just on the... What was the game on the same night? I can't remember. Was it Liverpool? Did Liverpool play the same night as United played Grimsby? I think it was, wasn't it? We played Southampton, I think, in the Carabao Cup, and we beat them. And I'm sure you was on ITV on the same side. And I switched over as soon as we beat Southampton. I switched over and we watched United in the penalty shootout. So you can watch it. If you go back, you'll be able to see. You will be able to see it. 3-star says, come on, Forest, show us what you're made of. I'd love it if bloody Palace show us what they're made of, to be honest. A Palace playing well, says John Ritchie. No. Listen, we've got a lot of Palace fans in the chat as well, and I'm sure they'll probably say the same on this one, but no, they've not played well tonight, Palace. It's not been a great performance from him. Ball across, good block there from Larnaca again. You know what? Credit to Larnaca. I think they have defended well. They have defended quite well. Midtjylland finished third in the league phase. Midtjylland are quality. What are your thoughts on Carrick as a United manager? It was a terrible corner, that, from Palace. Wharton puts it straight out of play. That's horrendous, unforgivable. Yeah, I honestly think Carrick will get the job. He will get the job long term, and I think it'll be a mistake from United's point of view. Aaron says, you played Southampton in the third round. We played Man U in the second round. Oh, well, who was it who was on then? Who did we watch that night? What night was it? We'll find out. DJ Mr. B, British teams are so crap in the Premier League. Needs to hold the head down in shame. Yeah, who was on that same night? Grimsby. Man United. Hang on, Carabao Cup. Wiki 25-26. Let's have a look who was on that night, and I'll tell you who it was we watched. Man United Grimsby. We watched. Wasn't Everton Mansfield? Who was it who we watched? It might have been Everton No, it can't have been. It was. No, it was. We watched Everton against... Did we? 27th. Oh, no, we can't have. I'm sure we'd have watched someone else. Fulham, Bristol City, Oxford, Brighton. Who did we watch? I bet it was Everton and Mansfield. I bet that is who we watched, actually. Alcaraz and Beto. I'm trying to think who we might have watched now. Min Waters says, with Cyprus getting hit by Iran, do you think second leg will be in Larnaca or elsewhere? We said this earlier. Yeah, we said this earlier. I really don't know, you know. It's a corner to Larnaca here. Maybe. Could Larnaca pinch it late on? Could Larnaca possibly pinch it late on? This would be heartbreaking. Ball whipped in. Header, far post. Another corner. Yeah, and second corner. Nearly 1-0 Larnaca. Very nearly 1-0 Larnaca. Wolves v Chelsea. Ah, no, it wasn't Wolves Everton. Wasn't. It's coming. I'm telling you, there might be a little sting in the tail here from Larnaca. We could be on for a late surprise. Larnaca have already beaten Palace once here this season. Could we be on for a late winner? Corner ball. Cleared away by Palace. And Wharton gets it away, and now they're on the counter-attack. Oh. That should be straight out of play for a goal kick. Yeah, so we've got a minute, 60 seconds of normal time. LFC Jake, Yoki, how are we, lad? I'm good, sir. How are you? Palace game seems like it's been pretty crap. It's been dreadful. This has been up there with amongst the worst games we've watched on the channel. I'm sorry. It has been a bad one. But hey, Palace will just look at it as, we've got a 0-0. It's not great, but we live to fight another day. They'll go to Larnaca and, Gessan chance. Oh, how's that not gone on target? Again. He's not been good enough, him. Have you seen Saipan, the Roy Keane Mick McCarthy movie? I haven't seen it, but I've seen the clips. I really want to watch it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I think Steve Coogan's a great actor. Yo, Ace, how's it going, yo? Please, Palace, I'll win 100 quid. What a shit week for English sides. Yeah, England have taken a battering, haven't we, in the Champions League and the Europa League and the Conference League tonight, evidently. Gisler, can you tell me about the match? My TV closed. Well, it's 0-0. There is 3 minutes of added on time at the end of the game. And the Larnaca goalkeeper has the ball and sends it up the pitch. Adam Wharton plays it over the top. Mateta is on the run and Larnaca do well to clear it away. Virtus, best player in the league this season, in your opinion? Best player in the league? I think I'd go Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice would have to be. I think he's been the primary reason that Arsenal are where they are, to be honest. I think McCarthy was in the right, not Roy Keane. Yeah. I mean, it's a serialised drama of it, but yeah, I think Mick McCarthy comes off better than Roy Keane. But Roy Keane is that sort of guy, isn't he? He's a hot-blooded Cork Irishman. I mean, that's just how they are. He's very typical of a feisty 90s midfielder at the time. That was just how he played. That's how he was as a person. Is as a person to some degree. Daddy-o, evening all key, just popping in. Have you had a good stream? Always have a good stream. Not a great couple of games though. It's been 2 really, really dull and dreary games. Aston Villa gave us 1 goal in the Lille game. It was 1-0 to Villa. And this one has been god-awful. 60 seconds left here. Palace have got a long throw in. It's Palace 0, Larnaca 0. There's not really been much in the way of clear chances. You could maybe say Palace should have done better with a couple of them that have come their way, but they've been very few and far between. Jack says, Rice still needs to show a bit more for me. He's dropped off a bit. Gabriel has been outstanding, and Arsenal wouldn't be top without Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel too. Yeah, I think Gabriel's been brilliant as well, but I think Gabriel has made more errors than Rice across the season. I think Gabriel benefits from being in the system that Arteta puts them in. They don't get exposed very often because of the system. I don't think, like, we get Arsenal fans coming in and saying Gabriel and Saliba are the best 2 centre-backs you've ever seen in the Prem and all this. They're good centre-backs. They're very good centre-backs. But they're not all-timers. They're in a system that affords them the ability to be very, very good, and they are offered a lot of protection. Rice, future England captain. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say he's next in line after Harry Kane. Sean says Bournemouth v Brentford it was, I think, that night. Grimsby beat United. Well, it's 0-0 here. It's finished. 0-0. So whoever it was who backed the draw, you've got it. You've got it over the line. It is a 0-0. It is a draw. And Palace go into the second leg needing a big performance in Cyprus. Potentially, assuming it is in Cyprus, of course. So 0-0 in this one. If you haven't already, do me a favour, hit the like button and subscribe. We're very, very close to 20,000 subscribers. You can help us get there. Hit the subscribe button and let me know if you want to watch more of these in future. You can hit the like button and we'll see you tomorrow for Wrexham against Swansea. Very, very big game, that one. Wrexham-Swansea, Welsh derby, Friday night football. If you're not coming back in for tomorrow's Wrexham-Swansea game, then maybe I'll see you on Saturday for Arsenal against Everton, 5:30 Saturday night, and straight after that, West Ham against Man City. So I'll be doing both of them. Sunday, we've got Villa against Man United at Old Trafford, and then Liverpool against Spurs. So lots and lots of good football coming up over the weekend. As always, live every day, lots of great people in the chat. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy. Have a nice night.